whether or not there will be a person, but there are other two. So far we're talking about three that has been selected, but two pending. That's the information we are getting. So Haji, let me confirm this information in its entirety. Do some background quizzing and all of that, and I'll come and give the information. You can continue the coverage, sir.
Okay, we owe it to our viewers to bring you this coverage. But we are here at the Temple of Justice. Criminal Court 8 is where the trial is taking place. And today is day 2 of the trial. The trial began after the former Chief Justice was sent to the Central Prison, but the official trial began yesterday, going into the merit and demerit of the case. The selection process of the jurors is where we are at, since they talked about jury trial. So since it is a jury trial, so this the process of selecting the jurors is where we are, and we cannot go in there like other people have been asking whether we could take the camera in the court, but it is not possible because camera or filming in the court is prohibited. But we are stationed outside here while we have reporters positioned in the courtroom, feeding us with all the necessary information. So this is the trial of the former Chief Justice, Her Honor Gloria Musu Scott, and 3 others in the murder case with Charlotte Musu, who died on February 22nd.
I like that one.
So we are still here outside the courtroom, but in the yards of Temple of Justice, here on Capitol Hill, giving you live coverage of the murder trial involving former Chief Justice, Her Honor Councilor Gloria Musu Scott, and 3 others. So we are at the stage where the jurors are being selected, and we just told you only one so far have been certified to serve as juror. One was denied, and we have a list of 15 jurors and 12 permanent jurors and 3 alternating jurors, what we call reserve. So so far, one has been selected. So we got a long way to go in selecting the jurors. Only one person has been selected. Another one was selected but later disqualified on the basis that she has a lineage with one of the councillors in the court. So Damo is still getting some information, and he will come shortly to tell you those information, pieces of information he got from the court, but the trial is taking place at the Criminal Code A here at the Temple of Justice. Do we have further information, Dama?
Yes, Haji, we have further information, and I was engaged in a conversation with some of the judicial correspondents, those who are assigned here as their permanent, beat, and we were just having a conversation surrounding why we're seeing the mass rejection of prospective jurors, and we'll get to that conversation as well. So far, the update is we have 3 confirmed jurors so far. From 1, now we have 3. So 3 that have been qualified to be jurors on this matter. So from 15 persons that have been presented, 3 have been selected so far to be jurors in this matter. So we're trying to get their makeup as well out of the 3. Yeah. I'm trying to get the makeup as well. How many males and females, and their age ranges as well. We got the first juror, a middle-aged man. So the other 2 that have been added, what's their gender, and what's their age range, because we cannot determine their ages. We just want the age range as well. So the conversation we were having in the back is the fact that why are we seeing a mass rejection of prospective jurors, Haji? Let's talk about some of the reasons we're seeing a mass rejection. So one of the judicial reporters was telling me that they're asking the prospective jurors, do you know this lawyer? Do you know this person? Do you know the chief justice? Do you know this judge? What do you know about the case? How much have you heard about the case? And for some reasons, we were discussing that maybe some of these prospective jurors do not want to sit on this case. Come and say they're pregnant. People will come and say, they've got some issue to attend to. People will come and say they've got some medical history. People will come and say they know this person or they know this other lawyer because they do not want to serve. They were telling me that the infamous $100 million drug case, there was a serious issue with juror selection because some people said that they just got married and they can't leave their home. Others are for over 84 days because this case might not just be resolved during 1 term of court, Haji. It might just be resolved 2 to 2.5 terms of court. And you're talking about being isolated in a basement for close to 84 to 220 something days. That's about 3 months, Haji. Over 3 months or 3 to 4 months, and you're being isolated. So those who've got issues, they don't want to be, involved in this case. Others might not want to be involved for security reasons because the jurors or the jury is not going to be shielded. This is an open court case. You can come to court, you can see who are the jurors, and after a verdict is rendered, people might be thinking about retribution in whatever way. And this is a country where the issue of security is a serious concern. So you might have people not wanting to form part of the jury and they're giving different reasons as to why they are being disqualified. But let's go to the makeup of the jurors so far that have been selected. So they are all middle-aged people. They're all middle-aged people, 2 males and 1 female. So we have so far the 3 jurors that have been selected, 2 males and 1 female, and they are of our sources. The 2 males were in court suit, and the lone female so far is wearing a long dress. When we talk about giving you details, we'll give you all of the details, the nitty-gritties as to what is unfolding there in Criminal Court A on the grounds of the temple. Unrelated information. Remember the accusation of an officer